Mitchell Salazar here with Kaipo Guerrero. Kaipo, it's going to be a fun heat. These guys know each other. They're close in age. Joan Duru, the former CT surfer, up against the surfer from Morocco, Ramzi Boukhiam. Next thing you know, he gets a win. Thinking about competing next year on the CS, especially on the qualifying series within his region. He could be in qualification, spots within the next 2 seasons. Here's Ramzi, though. A couple of strong wraps there on the forehand for the tall surfer. And we've talked about the intimidation factor before, Kaipo. This is a big gentleman out there in the water. It can be quite difficult to look the other way due to his big presence. How'd you like this first wave of Ramzi?
I like it. I like the intent. I like the concentration on the rail game there, holding it on the rail all the way through. And just the wave gave up on him, but it's a nice start for Ramzi Boukhiam.
3.33 for the surfer in the red. And looking at the replay right here, had to manage the backwash well. The 2 carves, and it's getting a lot harder to surf out there as you pro junior experience there, and they share a lot of similarities in their style too. As Joan in and out, quick surfers, they both know how to effectively attack the lip. But right now, when it's choppy out there, Ramzi's looking at the right. Probably have to say his best tool, and he's up and riding. Wraps it back. The tall kid from Morocco, great bottom turn and execution right there on a frothier section. And that's going to be it for Ramzi. Difficult waves to surf out there right now, Kaipo, and they're doing the best they can with what they got. Just under 21 on the clock.
For Ramzi, given the context of this heat, you can see a little carve there, and then the coil up that Ramzi's able to produce off the bottom snaps off the top, and that's all he's going to get. But given the situation right now, I'm liking the effort by Ramzi Boukhiam.
And I think I'd have to agree with you in the sense that based off of right now, he's doing anything within his power to qualify for the final too, right? He's looking for those opportunities, whereas Joan's more than anything waiting for them.
Yeah, and a lot more pressure on the shoulders of Ramzi Boukhiam. But here's the coil up we're talking about, and just times it nicely with the backwash for some accentuation, and we're hoping for a great winter.
Here's Ramzi having a look under Joan's priority. Ooh, great pulley section right here, but kind of digs a rail on the bottom turn right there, Kipes.
Yeah, I mean, and even when we saw in semifinal number 1, when we saw Gay Medina, of all people, catching some rails and going down unexpectedly. Joan Duru.
Yeah, and coming around the section here, big TP. He's going to drop in and wait for this wave to really bowl up. Going to the backhand. He thinks it's his best weapon. And a strong finish right there by Joan. That's more like it. The heat's starting to wake up right now. 16:20 to go. Needs a 6.5 to take the lead. Only his second one caught so far in 14 minutes, Kipes, but patience paid off, it seems.
Yeah, good foresight just to stick with this one and wait for the reform on the inside. The wave steepens up. Kind of a check fade back in, lining up. Times it perfectly, however, in the shore break. Throws a little bit of the fins out there, goes complete. And like you said, this is going to get him back in the game. I don't know if it's going to be a 6.5, but it's certainly going to reduce the requirement for Joan Duru.
And looking at the amount of chops that we had on the outside section of this wave, isn't it incredible how much it cleans up right there when it actually meets the alligator's mouth on the inside?
It was an impressive field by Brazil, so you would be expecting a Brazilian to be in the top, but Ramzi has other plans.
14 minutes on the clock, and Boukhiam up and riding on another right-hander, wraps it back once more, and we can all know that he's setting up for this inside section. Tough one, and goes up and over. Difficult section right there at the end. Great execution with the bottom turn. And this one seems to be the best of Ramzi so far. It's a 4.77, Kipes.
Yeah, Ramzi nice and patient here, keeping momentum, keeping aware of this finish because he needs it. And there you go. So 4.77, but it looks like Joan did a little bit better overall. Ramzi, another shot here from up above of this 4.77 for Ramzi Boukhiam.
What makes you think they gave the nod to Joan over this wave?
Probably size and the explosiveness of the final maneuver. But right here, not taking anything away. That was a difficult section for Ramzi to overcome. Really precise on where he had to place the turns and find the power and find the speed. But here goes Joan on the comeback.
The answer by the Frenchman in blue. Nice little hit off of the foam right there. And getting some more momentum down the line. It's a fantastic finish, too, for the surfer in the blue jersey. Now we're talking, this is a heat. 13 minutes to go on the clock. And the goofy footers really bringing it to this last section of the alligator's mouth. Neither one of these men wants to lose.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is going to be the comeback, like you said, for Joan Duru. And very similar with a spectacular finish right in that alligator jaw section here at Itaúna.
And then you see the foam climb right there at the beginning. How tough is it to get up and over the lip like he did right there?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about timing. And it's all about managing that backwash and the bottom dropping out there to go complete.
Best wave of both semifinals, Skypes.
Let's see what happened. Ramsey gets through that first section with a nice top turn. Hooks it again, comboed it up for the finish right on the sand, and he loves the feeling of that, and rightfully so. He's fighting for his place in the final against Gabe Medina. There's all the numbers, Mitchell.
Quite tall, around 6 feet 3 inches, and have to say at least 200 pounds, right? He's a big boy.
He's a big guy, yeah.
Here he goes again. Quick in and out there on the inside, underneath Duru's priority. Maybe trying to force him to make a mistake. Here goes Joanda with the answer back, in and out for him as well. 3 minutes to go, playing cat and mouse out there. Move further outside. 10 seconds to go. It's now or never for the Frenchman, and he's got to commit to this one. Oh, he's just going to let it go. A little grin on his face right there because he's happy for his friend, Ramzi Boukhiam, moving through into the final, his second final here in Brazil. He had the World Junior runner-up in 2013, and it's the same final. He's going to match up against Gabe.
Wow. So here we go. Tighten it up. Congratulations to Ramsey, but the job's not done for the Moroccan.
No, and it's a big semifinal win, his first final ever at the CS level.